Hello my friends and welcome back. The PDC Pro Tour 2022 is about to get underway, and what a tour it is. 30 Players' Championship events, a dozen European Tour events, all brought to you live on PDC TV.
Lewy's won the ball.
And the Euro Tours on things like DAZN this year, my friends. If you are interested in watching the finest darts players in the world go head-to-head in leisure centres, in industrial towns in the north of England, while an overweight man chats over the top of it surreptitiously vaping near the gents' toilets, then this is the sport for you. I am Dan Dawson, and I'll be chatting over some of the finest sporting action you will see over the course of the next 12 months. And we start with mighty Michael van Gerwen, the three-time world champion, who has got a point to prove. He only won 2 titles last year. It was a barren wasteland in terms of titles for MVG. One of these and a World Series event, the one we had in Copenhagen. Now this is a guy who's used to winning 10, 12, 15, 20, even more than that in a year. And he's taken on Lewy Williams, who's starting out in his second year as a PDC Tour card holder, and actually played Van Gerwen in his very first day of senior PDC darts 12 months ago in Players' Championship 1 2021, and he beat him. And he might take this on the ball.
138.
Well, I thought Lewy Williams, showman that he is, would go for the big fish, but he lays up in what some would call 96. A conservative move, others would call boring. Don't know if that's a help or a hindrance.
No score.
Well, I'm still not sure, to be honest. The way he reacts, it looks like maybe it should have been a help. Okay, 55 left. That leaves tops.
65.
Just a little bit high from MVG, who suffered disappointments on the opening night of the Premier League in Cardiff just a couple of days ago. Well, 3 misses at double 16 go unpunished, and Lewy Williams goes into the lead. It was a 6-5 win against Van Gerwen when they met last year. And just to illustrate the woes that MVG has had over the last 2 years, really, he didn't average 95 in that game. It was only a 94.8 average. Lewy Williams averaged less than that. It was only about 93. But it was good enough to beat Michael van Gerwen. Now that is the difference. Van Gerwen, we know, can go and average 110. He's still doing it every now and again, but the number of times we're seeing him average in the mid to low 90s, it is so much more frequent, and he becomes beatable. He has lost the aura of invincibility that surrounded him for, what, half a decade?
124. $137. $97.
Well, Van Gerwen leaves himself on tops. Williams will go for the ball if he gets a chance here. He will not. Needed to find that treble 20.
64.
So chips away at it and leaves 65. Van Gerwen has missed 1 dart at this so far.
Game shot.
He does not miss it this time around. Levels up the game, 2 holds a throw. Average of 103, with Lewy Williams averaging a ton himself.
55.
Interesting mix of players, as always. We had the Q School in Milton Keynes last month, so 32 players winning their spots on the tour for the next couple of years. Some new faces, some returning faces. So for every Mickey Mansell or Kevin Benes, guys we've seen before,
100.
We've got a Jules van Dongen, the Dutch Dragon. We've got a Brian Rahman, the WDF #1, who will get a chance to go and win the Lakeside World Championship, of course. They've been granted the opportunity to play in the Other Codes World Championship, due to be played at the start of this year. It's been postponed, but the PDC have graciously blessed them with the opportunity to play.
139.
Good leave from MVG, 164. Lewy Williams scrambling to get to a finish of any kind.
59.
And does not do, so MVG doesn't need to go for the bullseye here. But he doesn't get a treble, and that does actually open the door, because 104 is no gimme.
$171.
Well, he's actually at a 171 there, which is a perfect setup shot.
84.
Now cameras froze. Van Gerwen back time, 110 averages on the regular basis, and that might be the moment where something clicks again and the confidence is returning. That's
40.
missing a big number though, which isn't that big a deal in this particular situation. Lou Williams is only halfway down from 501, but it is so often we see the performances in these weekends in Barnsley and Wigan and wherever else that foreshadow what we see in the big TV tournaments. It is 5-2 to MVG. Unsure.